This is the secret formula to build wealth in the book Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. When I read this book, it was in 2019 and I had just quit working at a gym and I dropped out of college to start working at a dealership. I didn't know what I was getting into and I was not good at sales. I was not good at talking with people. I was an introvert. I didn't have a lot of confidence in that aspect of my life with talking with people, with being able to sell things. So it was a difficult time, and it was definitely a time where I grew a lot in my life as a person, financially, and mentally. This book opened my mind to the possibility to achieve my dreams. I've never made more money than $2,000 a month at this point of my life. I didn't know what I wanted to do exactly. I just knew that I wanted to make more money because I was living paycheck to paycheck, just making essentially minimum wage or just above minimum wage at any previous job before that. Just trying to make it and save a little bit, but it wasn't really getting me anywhere. And I didn't understand, how could somebody become a millionaire? How could somebody achieve their dreams? I would hear stories of people in bad circumstances, or they didn't grow up with wealth but somehow ended up being rich or ended up being a millionaire or achieving their dreams. And I didn't understand exactly how they would get from one point to the other. I always thought it was like, oh, these people are better than you. They're better than me in some way. There's something that they know. There's something about them that they were maybe born with or that they have developed over the years that allowed them to achieve that amount of money or achieve their dreams. And I didn't fully understand what could change someone's life like that. The book Think and Grow Rich starts off with stories of a bunch of different people who were born or dealt with bad circumstances and came from nothing and against all odds ended up becoming rich. And by rich, I mean financially free. They were in the top 1%ers. They were able to achieve a level of freedom and resources beyond the average person. The book teaches that no matter what circumstance you're in, if you apply these formulas, you can become financially free. You can become rich. They say that this book has created more millionaires than any other book in history. And most people misunderstand it. Most people think that it's where you're just thinking and visualizing, trying to attract, or think that if I sit here and think about being rich all day, that I'm somehow going to achieve being rich. But it's actually about aligning your mind and your actions and vibration with being rich itself. It's called the science of becoming rich. Something that people don't understand is that being rich starts in the mind. There are 3 core principles that are taught in Think and Grow Rich. And the first one is to embrace your burning desire. Try to find your burning desire. Try to find something that you can aim towards in your life that gives you energy when you think about it. When you start taking action upon achieving this, you get energy. Something that burns inside of you, that feels like it's flourishing with energy, and it puts you in a mindset of flow every time you're thinking or taking action on this desire. That's going to be the foundation and starting point for anybody that is wanting to achieve something. You need to figure out what your goal is, and you want to define it specifically. You want to think about it and visualize exactly what your goal is, what the desire is. And the more detail that you can put into this thought and this description of the desire, the easier it is to achieve it, because you're able to see it, you're able to feel it, you're able to put senses to it. So you need to change your mindset from trying to make money to just a clear vision of a desire that you're wanting to achieve. And the way that you apply this is by writing down the financial goal every day and visualize it. Try to think about it. Not only sit there and think, oh, I want to make $10,000 or I want to make $100,000. You think of the exact amount that you're wanting and that you've already achieved it, that you already have the $10,000 or the $100,000. You are that person that has achieved the desire, and because you have achieved this thing, in return, the value that you're giving is gonna give you that $10,000 or the $100,000 or the million that you're wanting. So if you're in a state of lack, if you're in the state of wanting and idolizing money, it's like when you're trying to chase somebody, you're trying to chase a cat. They say that if you chase a cat, it's gonna run away. When you start chasing something, it runs from you. That's like the initial reaction of, even when you don't know what's going on, if someone starts running at you, you sometimes run away. So if you change your state of being and your mindset from wanting to chase money and acting as if you already have it, and it's not that you want money, but money wants you so you can spend it and give it power, because money doesn't have any power unless you give it power. And it wants to be used by you to create things, to provide value, and to expand and to reach more people. So money is a tool, and instead of chasing it, you can still respect it, but don't allow it to control you. Act as if the money is already here, as if you've already attracted that money, and it will flow towards you easily instead of resisting money. The second core principle is autosuggestion. And this is going to be talking to your subconscious mind. That's going to be the behind the scenes operations, like your heart beating. You don't have to think consciously about your heart beating. It just beats on its own. You don't have to think about breathing, your lungs expanding and contracting. You don't have to consciously think about breathing to be able to breathe and to pump blood through your body. That's your subconscious already doing that. So 95% of your life is being run by your subconscious mind, and what you feed your subconscious mind is what it's going to act out. So your subconscious mind essentially controls your success. So what you teach your subconscious mind on a daily basis is the reality that you experience. So something that you can do is rewire your subconscious mind, because right now the things that are going to be limiting you are going to be the beliefs that you have about money or about business or about yourself or about the world that are going to shape how your subconscious views reality. You want to use affirmations and reflecting to first understand what your current beliefs are that are limiting you, that are holding you back from achieving the things that you want, so you can rewire your mind to start thinking in a way that doesn't limit you, that doesn't block you or hold you back from being able to achieve your dreams. If your subconscious mind thinks it's impossible to make $1,000 in a day or $10,000 in a day, it's gonna limit you from being able to take actions or choosing or making decisions that might get you there, because your brain doesn't think that's possible. Your mind is putting limitations on itself. And so if you're able to break away from those limitations, you're going to be able to see the benefits and the results of the alternative thinking. And the third core principle in Think and Grow Rich is faith plus action equals manifestation. And this is just explaining that true faith, which is not just, oh yeah, I believe. True faith is actually accepting with your heart and your mind that something is already done. You're already there. If you truly believe it, you don't need to think about it. It's trusting 100% that you are going to achieve it and taking action behind that belief. So if you have the faith that if you take a step, that step is going to be there. Without thinking, you're taking action and taking that first step. So in your mind, you know that you're going to achieve your desires. And so it's not about if, it's when. And persistence with faith in action will result in the manifestation of the desire. So it will eventually come if you're actually taking action with faith. So why most people fail at applying this? A lot of people, when they hear these type of things, they will just go into a state of internal and just try to think and try to push themselves to believe something, knowing it not to be true, not actually having true faith, not trusting, and then not even taking action. So they think that just because the start is internal thinking, because that's where it starts, they don't take it beyond that, truly believing and taking action with that faith, with that burning desire. They try to chase the money rather than pursuing the burning desire with true clarity and actually providing the value. And in return, after time of action and faith, that the money will come to you in exchange for the value that you're providing. So it's not just about thinking, oh, you're just gonna somehow win the lottery, which people do, but it's, for most people, it's without even playing the lottery. They're just thinking that, oh, I don't even have to buy a ticket. I could just think about buying a ticket. You have to have faith behind it and truly believe it, and then take action. You have to take daily action, and you'll start to see the synchronicities in your life that are aligning you to achieve the desire. And it's almost like the desire is already there. You've already achieved it. You're already the person that is the millionaire that you want to be. You just have to be them now. And it's just by becoming that person and having faith that you are that person today. It's like somebody who wants to transform their physical shape. If they're overweight and they want to become fit and they want to lose weight, they have to become that person now. Like if they're going to truly sustain that person and be a healthy person and a fit person, it's not like, oh yeah, I'm just going to change my diet for a month or whatever and then lose the weight. They have to truly become that person that is fit, that person that is less weight, by changing their action and their beliefs about themselves and the world, and become a new person by their daily habits, the food that they eat every day. They're no longer gonna crave, and they're no longer going to ingest the junk food or the food that the past self used to eat that got them there. They're now going to become the person that only eats the type of food that helps them become fit. And so this teaches you that it's not just like a quick fix. This is, becoming rich is a new person that you have to become. And you have to change your entire being. It's not just something that you can apply here for a year or 5 years and you're good. You actually have to become an entirely new person and apply this every single day. And the end result will be just that money flows towards you. And you don't even have to try for it. It's just gonna be part of you. You're a millionaire. It's because it's who you are. It's a new version of yourself. And it's not that me now and that millionaire version of myself is actually any better of a person. It's that they've applied these formulas in their daily life that has allowed them to become and attract that type of lifestyle, that level of success, and they truly become rich. Another example is when somebody wins the lottery and they get millions or billions of dollars, and then they just spend it all and they become poor again. It's because they didn't actually change who they were. They didn't change their mindset. They didn't change their daily habits. that allows that money just to keep flowing back and multiplying. They're still the old version of themselves before they won the lottery that they revert back to because they never changed who they really were. They were always poor in the mind, and so they stay poor even after getting millions or billions of dollars. So this book completely changed my life and helped me from starting out in my sales career when I sucked and I wasn't selling any cars for the first few months, and I felt like I was almost gonna get fired because I didn't know what I was doing. I had a scarcity mindset. I had a poor mentality on how sales works and how money works, and I was chasing money, and this book helped me become a person that was consistently making over $10,000 a month selling cars in a small town, and eventually was able to buy my first investment property, and now I became a full-time real estate investor, just selling properties, selling fixer opportunities and flipping properties on my own. I run my own business and I do everything on my own time. So I'm no longer working for somebody. I'm completely working for myself, and I couldn't imagine a better life. I couldn't imagine a better outcome for my life being 25 years old. If I would have told myself at 25 that I would be a full-time real estate investor and my own boss, I wouldn't believe it. If I would have told my younger version of myself at 19, 20, I would not believe that I would be in the position that I am in now. And it's just because I applied these things in my life, and it allowed me to become that new version of myself where money flows towards me. I really like talking about these books. I have a lot of other book recommendations and breakdowns that I can do that have changed my life, because this is not the only book that's changed my life. There's been multiple books, and not even having to do about money, but also having to do with spirituality, with God, having to do with masculinity, becoming a man, and also with true health. I haven't been to the doctor in years. I rarely ever get sick. I don't have any health issues. And also about fitness that has helped me put on muscle and push myself physically to become a strong man, to become athletic, and to be able to use my body for self-defense, for helping people, and just being able to push myself physically so I can truly understand my maximum physical potential. There's nothing cooler than being able to see how far you can push yourself mentally and physically, and seeing what your true power and strength is, and just trying to constantly push yourself to grow in that aspect as a person, as a man, and just in life. So if you like these type of videos and you want me to make more videos on books and just giving you my insight on what I got from it, how it helped me, how it changed my life, and how it can change yours, let me know down in the comments. Let me know what type of books you want to hear about, what type of content or things that you're struggling with that I might be able to help you with, and just give you my opinion. So thanks guys, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.